Oh my gosh, look at that. I'm not even going to be able to fit all of this in one massive chest. So. Oh, don't. No, Royal Sniper, don't die. 700 points. Yes. 200 points. We did it. 225 marks for this. It's crazy. Hey guys, this episode is going to be the most pay-to-win episode I have ever done. I am going to spend a lot of money, and it's going to be for research. And so in order to, I know a lot of you guys kind of view me as, my free-to-play accounts, showing you guys how to do this game free-to-play. So I'm doing this on my maxed out account, the account you guys helped me max out all of the classes. This account is already super rich. It already has, it's already pay to win. And so I'm going to be doing this, spending over $100 on marks to do Odin's for research, because I'm about to be making my new Odin's videos for you guys. In typical fashion, I want to have all the information so that when I present that video to you guys, I know everything about Odin's, and part of that is how much marks gets us. And so we are going to be doing that. While I'm here, I'm going to go ahead and do some more pay-to-win stuff. I'm going to spend 100 silver on this, on getting the Scout level 10. And, okay, I'm going to go ahead and finish my bank. So I'm going to go back into the personal district and Denim monsters. Perfect. I'm going to hit participate in my tournament so that when I kill these guys, I'll get tournament points. And then I'm going into my personal district to get some more silver and to upgrade my district to 106. There we go. Getting my bank to level 13, and we will start working on the 107. Let's see what we need. Okay, this is kind of an easier one. Okay, so in order to do all this, I'm gonna go ahead and do the Denim monsters, and then I have to clear out my entire inbox because I need to be able to calculate exactly what is in each level when you mark the Odins, exactly all of the materials needed or that you get from marking Odins. And Odins, those of you who don't know, marking Odins isn't just 15, it goes each layer. So you can actually mark all the way up to the archives, and that's what we're going to be doing in this episode. So, all right, let me go to my caravan dude muffin and see if I have everything I need. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, okay. Well, I have the rest at the district. Man, I'm running a little low on maple, so that's fine. I did upgrade a lot of walls recently, so there we go. Okay, so the first thing we're going to go do, as soon as my tournament starts, we're going to go do the Denim monsters. And I do need to clear out some of this stuff. Okay, so now the tournament should start pretty soon. So let's go ahead and do that first. I'm going to go grab a Berserk potion because we're going to blow through this pretty quick. I also want to make sure I'm doing the most damage to get those points. Okay, so we're going over to this guy. We're hitting accept on the thing. All of my teammates are going to accept the same thing. So everyone's going to get 200 influence points. If you are free-to-play players, you do not need to be doing this event. This is an event for pay-to-win players because it costs silver, which is much more valuable resource than influence points for free-to-play players. So fortunately I didn't bring a lower level staff. I should have brought an apprentice staff to get my fire stacks, but that's okay. I'm super rich on this account. I can handle a little bit. Hey guys, if y'all want to come to the Denim monsters, I'm ready to start in about 20 seconds. There's Bush Wookie. That was really good timing. I was like, if you want to come, and he's like, I'm here. All right, I'm ready when you guys are. Spotted, you gonna defend me? All right, getting some tournament points. All right. There we go. Got those tournament points. Getting some points, not as much as my bunkered spike guy. Oh, nice. Can't compete with the fire dagger. Jorgen's advisor gonna. Oh, I almost got him before he landed his heal. If I had stunned him before his heal, I would have kept that from happening. But oh well. And you're dead. All right, stage 10. Here we go. Oh, Royal Sniper's here. And Royal Sniper's in actual good gear to play this correctly. Oh, don't. No, Royal Sniper, don't die. 700 points. Yes. 200 points. We did it. All right. Spotted was down. That's it. That's how you do it, guys. When you're really wealthy, you do the hardest one. You go as a team, and you just get it done like that, super fast, and you get 200 IP. So, and not only did you get 200 IP, but I got 4,000 points, and so that's another 200 IP. So, there we go. I really think that they need to change this event to trading IP for silver. It's just kind of silly that, you know, it really, I mean, it's just an event for pay-to-win players, but oh well. Okay, let's go home. Let's clear out all of my chests, at least my dump chests, and so that way I can kind of do some on Odin's, and kind of do a little bit of marks, calculate what we got, and then do it again and again. So, start a raid, sure, why not? Chances of us meeting someone, it would be awesome if we met a real team. We're all on. So these are the chests that I need to make sure are empty. So, but first, before we empty them, I'm going to go ahead and put away the stuff I have on me. I guess I can keep the stuff on me, but my backpack is now empty. And let's go ahead and finish clearing out my inbox. I already did a lot of work on clearing out my inbox, but let's go ahead and finish out the rest of it. So let's open these equipment packs. Okay, we get everything, so we're going to claim it all. Claim. All right, we have an empty inbox, which is what we needed. I'm going to just dump all of this stuff over here. Put all. And I'm going to start putting stuff away. Yes, Bush Wookie, I know that. I'm going to do it all the way through once. Wait, did you already do it? Okay, great. I was like, oh crap, this whole episode is bunk if you already did it. I'm going to do it all through once, and then I'm in the next 24 hours, I'm going to do it again. And so we're going to compare the two. Okay, this chest is completely empty. Just need to empty this chest. So take all, oh yes, okay. All of this chest is empty now. So all I have to do is put away the stuff I have on me, and we can start doing it. So, all right, let's go and let's do the first thing of Odins. Okay, so this first floor is just 15 marks, and it is just the first floor, you know, killing the giant chief and the stuff around there. So it's the least, obviously, even when you do Odins for real, it is the least. So here we go, click an auto, and this is enough stuff I can see everything from here. So we're gonna go ahead and, got it. So now we're gonna go in, we're gonna put it all in a massive chest, and then we're gonna go back out and keep doing this process until we've done all 4 floors, and then we're gonna compare them. So we just spent 15 marks. We're gonna put it in this chest. Claim, 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 claim. Just gonna keep claiming. Claimed everything. Put all. Awesome. Okay, so you can see here we got some varnish, which honestly, that's more varnish than you get if you do it legit. That's more blue weapons than you're gonna get. Or no, not necessarily, because you kill the giant chief. You're gonna get a blue weapon, but I don't know if you're gonna get two blue items. You're definitely gonna get that key, and you're gonna get a lot of those pendants. I think that's more gold pendants than you get if you do it legit. So that's really, this is fascinating. This is really good research right here to see that using marks it doesn't give you as much of some stuff, but from what it looks like, it gives you more pendants, at least gold pendants, than you would get if you did it legitimate. So he said, Spotted says that's way better than in the normal way. So okay, this next one's gonna get way more expensive. Okay, we're going for oh my gosh, I'm glad they fixed that in this update, but here we go. So we are going to do 95 marks. This is a lot of money, guys. Doing 95 marks is like, we're talking about like 20 bucks. Here we go. Boom. Oh my gosh, I thought it gypped me. Okay, so all of this plus 14 items. So let's go ahead, let's just skip it. Let's go in and let's just drop it all off in another chest. Hopefully these massive chests have enough room for all of this, especially when I get to the archives. I really hope it has what I need. Okay, 37 different types of items. Does a massive chest is 40, right? Let me check. Let me count. 25. Oh no, it's 45. Okay, so we're good on this one. All right, I'm assuming it's a bot, but maybe it isn't. We'll see. Okay, so you can see already we've got 100 rope. So you got 49 cloth. We've got, so that's actually pretty realistic. That you get a lot of rope and cloth from completing it. 6 varnish, I would say, is about on par with what you normally get when you do it. The pendants wise, you usually get more wood pendants than that. You get more silver, actually just barely though. And then that's pretty realistic, honestly. So I would say the pendants are pretty realistic to what you get. Obviously the forge key is realistic. The purple gear item is what you get usually off of killing the necromancer. And those blue items, you might get those randomly. So that's pretty realistic. Forge fastener, I think you might get a little bit more forge fasteners depending, but maybe that's a good average. Nails, bird cages. Honestly, this is pretty realistic to what you get. You don't get hatchets and pickaxes. I have no clue where this is. This is so random. You probably get a little bit more gold ore. Yeah, so this is really interesting. And so let's do the next one. This next one is going to get even more expensive, guys. To give you guys a perspective of how much marks cost, 700 coins for 100 marks is 20 bucks. So doing what we just did already was more than 20, or it was about 20 bucks is what we've done so far, but it's going to get far more expensive. Here we go. To do the forge, we have to get 150 marks. So here we go, 150 marks. Oh my gosh, this is so much stuff. Oh my gosh, look at that. I'm not even going to be able to fit all of this in one massive chest. So I'm going to have to rethink how I'm doing this. But we'll figure it out. Okay, so this is the little one. And then this is the, the Sanctum. And now we're putting this stuff, the forge stuff in here. We already have 50 slots in our inbox. So clearly we're not going to fit it all in one massive chest. This was the flaw in my plan, but we're going to try to figure it out. So you can see here, I'm getting so much stuff. This is crazy. So much stuff. Put all. Okay, so here we go. This is all from the forge. The fire dagger is very realistic. That's the most likely thing you're going to get from the forge. The fire axe is from the whisper. So again, another thing that is very likely to get from doing the forge. A lot of this other stuff, the assassin boots. I'm wondering. I think killing the, definitely killing the iron golem often will give one more purple item. So that's pretty realistic to what you get. A lot of this other stuff. The 20 gold pendants is very realistic to what you get. The silver, the 18 silver and 22 wood pendants is also fairly realistic of what you would get of doing the forge. I don't know if you're going to get some of these other things in these proportions, but again, that's part of what I'm doing. I'm doing the research. Okay, so let's see what else. Runes of power. All this stuff is pretty realistic of what you would get from doing the forge. So basically, 150. We're talking about $30. Obviously, you had to do the other $20. So we're at about $50 that we have spent now. It's a lot easier, in my opinion, just to do Odins if you know what you're doing, if you watch my videos on how to do Odins. But if you've got the money and you want to, basically you're just paying for the computer to do it for you. In my opinion, it's a little lame that you don't have to consume keys to do this. I think that it's kind of silly that someone on day one of a server can, even though it's really expensive, it's like $100. The fact that they can do the archives on the first day, whereas free-to-play players can't, is pretty messed up. So I think it should at least consume a key and the marks, which shouldn't be a big deal because you can get those those keys from doing the marks, but it's whatever. It's whatever the devs are thinking they're going to do. So now this is something that's really interesting, though. I did not get a key to the archives from doing the forge. I don't know if that's just bad programming because the marks were out before the archives were out. And so they might have made it to where they just forgot to add that in the loot pool of the forge loot. But that is something you definitely get every time you do the forge. You're going to get a key to the archives guaranteed when you kill the whisper along with this fire axe. So I'm gonna dump all this stuff in the Sanctum chest. We got the numbers just like we need them. I'm gonna go ahead and grab all this stuff too. See if we get anything good. Nope, nothing good. Big tournament pack. Nothing good. All right, now we're gonna claim it all. Okay, now we're gonna do the last level. This is the archives. This is the one that cost crazy amount. It's like $50 just to do it by itself. But we're gonna see what does it entail. We're gonna make sure our inbox is empty. Inbox is empty. All right, here we go. 225 marks for this. It's crazy. Oh my gosh, this is crazy. Okay, let's go put it all away and see what we got. All right, put all. Click, 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 click. This is so crazy, guys. This is the most ridiculous thing I've ever done on this channel. This is so much purchasing. Oh my gosh. Okay, we got everything. Thank goodness. I was worried that we weren't going to be able to fit it all in our backpack and massive chest. So here we go. First of all, the first thing you should notice is that you get the scroll claws and the PvP helmet. The PvP helmet is the best armor piece in the game. This skull claws it's debatable. Some people might say that it's pretty good for Berserk because of that 10% extra damage to players. I don't know. I have not seen anyone use it in PvP. It is a PvP weapon, but I think it's a PvP crap weapon. And so, sadly, it doesn't really matter that much. From my understanding, people are not using it in PvP. Royal Cypress says he's gonna use it in PvP. So, I mean, it's not a bad weapon. It's just not, people are usually going to go for the cleaver, or they're going to go for something else like that. So, realistically, this is a pretty realistic, what you're going to get in doing the archives. Honestly, I think you might get more pendants if you actually do the archives. It costs a lot to do the archives. You can't do it in crappy gear with spears. I mean, you guys have probably seen us do it with mostly just spears, but we're also using some traps. We're using some other things. You definitely can't kill the boss with just spears. And so this is, I mean, it's probably not worth spending $50 for it, but unless you've got $50, but this is definitely a lot of loot. This is a lot of loot for just to instantly get it like this. So I'm definitely, this helmet is amazing. It's amazing for mages. It's amazing for the assassin classes because it automatically gives more armor than them just in general, but then it adds that 20%. But even for a warrior class, even though it doesn't give quite as much armor, that 20% less damage dealt to you is crazy huge. It makes you a lot tankier. For a protector, it gives you the equivalent of an extra 60 hit points. If you're a maxed out protector, instead of 300 hit points, you have the equivalent of 360 hit points. Every time your shield blocks, every time you heal, it is also getting that 20% bonus. So it just makes you massively tanky. It's a really good helmet. Best, I would say the best item in the game. People would argue and say the firebow's better. It's definitely the best armor piece in the game. So that's it, guys. And I'll do this in 24 hours. I'll do one more run through and we will compare this loot with the last one. And then the research team is getting me a lot of information on all the loot we get from Odin's. And we're going to be comparing the two, and I'm going to be working on those Odin's videos for you guys. All right, guys, the update is out, so we get to finish this video. As soon as I stopped recording on the first half of this video, Royal said, I've turned you into a pay-to-win player. And so this account is going full all pay-to-win, but I still have my free-to-play accounts, those of you who are struggling through this game. But we're going to keep going through this, through the research of getting what exactly we're getting from doing the marks at Odin. So let's go and let's get, just clear out the guest hall right here, 15 marks, boom. And there we go. This is pretty typical to what we got last time. You'll notice you're getting a lot more gold pendants than, again, that's pretty much, I think, the best deal. You're getting a gold pendant per 3 marks. Generally, I think last time we got even more. And that's definitely the best deal in my opinion. I think after the guest hall, it gets really expensive. We're gonna put it in this chest again, just like last time. Put all. Okay, so this is everything in the guest hall. Other than the gold pendants and silver pendants, which you don't get that much, it's pretty realistic to what you would get if you fought it yourself. You might get a little bit different distribution, but for the most part, mainly you just get all this with less gold pendants. Let me go ahead and clear my tournament packs. Nice claws, Royal Sniper. I'm going to get another pair. Okay, so we got everything from the guest hall. I'm going to go ahead and hit start raid because it's, our shield is up. Now, the update just came out, so there we go. That's what I thought was going to happen. Okay, we're going to go and we're going to do the Sanctum of Odin. This is a lot more stuff. I don't think it's worth it to spend that 95 marks. 95 marks is a lot more money. It costs a lot more to get 95 marks. But if you got the money, 20, so you can see already the difference of 20 gold pendants for 95 versus 5 gold pendants, or I think we got 7 the time before, for 15. It's much higher ratio, and that is, the pendants are one of the best ways to get, rich from this. This is an amazing change, guys. I got 20 spaces now in my backpack. I love it. All right, keep claiming. Put all. Okay, so I think that was a little bit more loot than last time, as far as volume-wise. I'll have to check back at the footage exactly on what it is. But this is all we got from marking the Sanctum. So, the most important stuff is the forge key and these pendants, and then you got a little purple gear, so you can see their formula. You can see kind of how they're figuring you're gonna get stuff randomly from doing these marks. So okay, so now I'm gonna go over here and I'm gonna do 150. Now this is definitely, 150 marks is definitely not. Yeah, that's a lot more than 15. It's 10 times as much as 15, and it's a lot more than 95. And we're still only getting 20 gold pendants. But we got a fire bow. Okay, I still don't know if it's worth it because you can spend your money on other things and trade. But definitely getting a fire bow is makes it a lot more worth it. If you get that fire bow, if you get the fire dagger, it's like meh. But getting that fire bow is amazing. So, okay, so you can see here doing the forge, this was a really good, randomization. We got a fire axe, which is, you always get a fire axe, get the fire bow, which was really good, and then get a bunch of other stuff. You always get the rune of fire, which is good. Really, the fire bow is the best thing. You can see this isn't, this is pretty basic what you would get if you did the forge. And when you're talking about $30, it's nice when you get a fire bow, but I just, you really have to, it saves a ton of time. So really the issue is not whether or not it's worth it. The issue about whether or not it's worth it for you to spend marks on Odin's really has to do with what is your time worth. Some people are really wealthy and their time is worth $100 an hour, and if you're worth $100 an hour, I'm not worth $100 an hour. If you're worth $100 an hour, then it is definitely worth it to mark Odin's because, it's definitely, you're getting a lot more than $100. Okay, and then this last one, I'm going to just keep this stuff in my inbox because I don't need to pull it out. We're just going to look at it in my inbox. And so here we go. We got 3 resin, 12 sulfur, 5 oil, 6 varnish, 4 rune of power. I might take some of this stuff out. Got a blue weapon, 11 fish glue. That is a lot more. I think that's a lot more than fish glue than you get by doing the archives, but I haven't done the archives a ton, so I'm not 100% sure on that. 4 forge fasteners, that seems more than what you would get if you did it. You know, this other stuff is pretty typical. Pennants, you get a lot of pennants from it. Purple gear. The skull claws, you're guaranteed the skull claws when you do it, so that makes sense. I would have expected more gold pennants, actually. 16 seems a little low. Bunch of gear, and then the helm of the treacherous, that is really important. Again, I think if you guys have watched this, do get the helm. If you have an archive key, which is pretty easy to get, then it's pretty, you know, the Gorgon's pretty hard, but, you know, just work your way to get him, and it's the best helmet in the game. That's some good stuff right there. That is doing the archive. So we just did Odin's twice. We marked all of Odin's twice. You can see here, there's no more, you know, you got to wait 24 hours to do it again. But that is a crazy amount of loot. And one thing that I don't like about the way that they set it up, if I were to change the mark system in Frostborn to make it just feel more fair. I don't actually mind people that pay money being able to get away with stuff like this, but what would make it feel more fair to me is if basically you had to have a offering somewhere in your base, or, you know, something to, and it would consume that offering to do the guest hall, and then so it would cost 50 marks plus an offering, and it would show you there it costs this much, and then doing the Sanctum cost the key to the Sanctum plus 95 marks, and then doing the forge cost 3 forge keys plus 150, and then doing the archives an archive key plus, you know, 225. Basically, it would make it to where people on day one of a server couldn't just jam it. And what I would want it to do is actually clear that area of Odin's. Like when you go in, like let's say they did 15 marks to clear the guest hall, and that's all they did. You go into the guest hall and it's cleared. Like everything's dead, everything's looted. I know they'd have to work out, like if a team was like, hey, you took all the loot for yourself, but they also spent money, so I don't think people would complain that much. So yeah, so that's kind of where I'm feeling. Oh, I forgot one more thing that I'm going to do in this episode, because now that I'm showing everyone how rich I am, I actually try to keep it down, and maybe we'll have to distribute stuff to my teammates' bases, because, you know, anytime I show people on a video how rich I am, like, they know exactly which walls to break. But one thing I am going to do to sabotage them a little bit, because this is a pay-to-win episode anyways, is this is 80% off. So, boom! I'm going to add even more metal walls. So if you want to raid me, you're going to have to bring a lot of Nord bombs. And I'm not going to show you which walls I'm going to upgrade. So that way you can't. Or even if the loot's even going to be there. So that's my my tactic to try to keep that stuff safe. I definitely, after this episode goes live, I'll have to probably rearrange some stuff. I don't know. We'll see. But I'm definitely going to have a lot more metal walls. Why does it say Helheim Rift is active right now?
Because it's active it's active more often now.
When did they change that? How often is it active?
It just started this morning.
Every 30
it's
minutes?
Been going, yeah.
Whoa! So every 30 minutes is on for 15 minutes and then off for 15 minutes?
That's what it's been all morning.
That is an awesome change. Guys, so we're going to match with them. That'll probably be in the next episode. This episode's got a lot. And so in the next episode, let's see if we matched them. No? Different team? Is that the same team? Okay, great. Okay, we matched them. In the next episode, we're going to do some 3v3 PvP with them. All right, guys. I'll see you next time.